Alright, dear children, now we derive again the expression of work done only by an ideal gas, but in what expansion? Adiabatic expansion. Because in adiabatic expansion also, the volume changes, due to that pressure changes, and even the temperature also changes, because in adiabatic expansion all the three parameters, that means pressure, volume and temperature changes. Okay, and adiabatic process follow what? Poisson's equation. Okay, now even for deriving the expression of work done by an ideal gas in adiabatic expansion, I take n mole of ideal gas. I take what? N is the number of mole of ideal gas. Number of what? Moles of what? Ideal gas. So I consider there is ideal gas having how many mole? N mole of ideal gas. Okay, and this gas again get to be expanded, means there is expansion of volume in the gas, and I consider the volume get expanded again from B1, volume B1, and this volume is initial volume B1 to a final volume, that is B2. So I am taking ideal gas, okay, final volume, sorry, this is final volume, ideal gas of n moles, okay, and whose volume expanded from B1 to what? B2. So when the volume get expanded, the pressure also changes, and pressure, when the pressure changes, the temperature also what? Changes. Okay, now under this case also the work is done by the gas. So I write down directly work done by the gas, by the gas is given by the same formula, W equals to integration of B1 to B2 PdB. So this is the expression to measure work done by the thermodynamic system, and that is W equals to integration of B1 to B2 PdB. But as you know that P means pressure, B is the volume, and this dB means a very very small change in volume, and due to this small change in volume the pressure also changes, and when the pressure changes the temperature also changes. But this is true only under adiabatic expansion. Okay, so as I said that for adiabatic process to take place, it follow which law? Poisson's law. Now I write down from Poisson's law, the relation is Pb to the gamma is constant, and write that constant is say K. So you can mark any of the symbol to use constant, but for the simplicity I am using capital K. So Pb to power gamma is K. Okay, this is Poisson's law. So from here I will make P as the subject. So it will be K by B to power gamma. So P equals to K by B to power gamma. Now this value P, now I substitute in the relation, so that I can measure work done by the gas, okay, ideal gas under the, in terms of what? Volume. Okay, so let me substitute. W equals to integration of B1 to B2. Now P means what? K by B to power gamma dB. Okay, now K is a constant, so I'll take out from the integration. So K is constant. Integration of B1 to B2. Now in the denominator this is B to power gamma, but I'll take this quantity in the numerator. So B to power minus gamma dB. Now this time I need to use different formula of integration. And children, in calculus there is one formula of integration. Okay, and let me just write the formula, that integration of x with any power n dx is given by x to power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So this is one of the important formula on integration with variable x with any power n, with power n, and but this power should not be minus 1. Other than minus 1, x to power minus x to power n dx is given by the formula x to power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So this formula is similar to this relation is similar to this formula. So x is b, power n is equivalent to r, gamma, sorry. So let me just expand. So W equals to K integration of what? Okay, let me just do integrate directly. K. So let me use this formula. So x means b, so it is b to power n means minus gamma plus 1 divided by n means minus gamma plus 1. So I've done the integration of this quantity. So after doing integration we put the limit, because they are the limit, upper limit b2, lower limit b1. Okay, now we need to expand this quantity. Okay, so in order to expand this quantity, I write down now this as k by, now minus gamma plus 1 is in the denominator. This is constant quantity. I take out from the from this bracket. So I write down this as 1 minus gamma. So let me write first 1, then minus gamma. So inside the bracket now it will be b to power. Okay, now this is minus gamma plus 1, but this can also be written 1 minus gamma. 1 plus then minus gamma with bracket b2 and b1. Now let me expand this expression, because b means b2 upper limit minus b means b1 lower limit. So the expansion can be written now as b means b2, so this is b2 1 minus gamma minus b means b1 1 minus gamma. Okay, so this is w. So I have written w, but this quantity of b2 I write positive with gamma positive. So out here in the x power of b1 b2 gamma is negative, but I can make this gamma positive. So what I do, I'll take this b1 and b2 in the denominator. So children, taking that quantity denominator means I write down w equals to k by gamma minus 1. Now inside the bracket I write down 1 by b to power gamma minus 1 minus 1 by b1 to the power gamma minus 1. So children, try to understand this part. See, in the previous step you saw that b2 was with power 1 minus gamma and b1 also was with power 1 minus gamma. But to make the gamma positive, so I took this in the denominator b2 and b1. So the power of sign will change. So minus gamma become plus gamma, plus 1 become minus 1. That's why this is the relation. Okay, now what I do again in this quantity is that k by gamma minus 1. Children, please do correct out here. It's not gamma minus 1. It was actually 1 minus gamma. So if you see the relation, it was w equals to k by 1 minus gamma. Now bracket 1 by b2 to the power gamma minus 1 minus 1 by b1 to the power gamma minus 1. Okay, now what actually I'm trying to do is that I'll make this quantity positive, because gamma is always greater than 1, and I keep this minus gamma also positive. So what I do, I write down k by gamma minus 1. So if I write 1 minus gamma as gamma minus 1, then I put minus sign out here. So minus sign I'll put out here. 1 minus gamma, I wrote gamma minus 1, but I'll put minus sign. Okay, because when you open the bracket, minus gamma, minus into minus plus. Okay, then this quantity can also be written as positive. Okay, this quantity can also be written as positive, but for that let me just write bracket 1 by b to the power gamma minus 1 minus 1 by b1 to the power gamma minus 1. Now this minus sign I'll multiply inside the bracket. So it will be k by gamma minus 1. Now minus into plus is minus 1 by b to the power gamma minus 1. Now minus into minus is what? Plus 1 by b1 to the power gamma minus 1. Which means your work done w equals to k by gamma minus 1. And I write this quantity inside the bracket. I write this quantity quantity first. I write on 1 by b1 to the power gamma minus 1 minus 1 by b to the power gamma minus 1. Now this is also the expression of work done by an added gas under adiabatic expansion. Okay, but remember children, while writing the expression or deriving the expression, remember this part, the gamma should be kept as positive. That's why gamma must be kept as positive. Okay, now this expression now can be written in such a way so that I follow what? Poisson's equation or Poisson's law. As you know, Poisson's law means PB equals to gamma is constant. So I eliminate this k. So what I do, if PB to the gamma is constant, okay, that means P1 B1 to the power gamma equals to P2 B2 to the power gamma is also constant. So P1 B1 to the power gamma equals to P2 B2 to the power gamma is also what? Constant, and that constant is what? K. So what I do now, this K, okay, I multiply inside the bracket and I replace by this two quantity. So for the derivation part we are doing, that is 1 by gamma minus 1. So children, I'll do this, I am doing continue with this one. 1 by gamma minus 1. Now this k I multiply inside the bracket. So k with B1 to the power gamma minus 1 minus K into 1 is K also by B2 to the power gamma minus what? 1. Now the reason I am multiplying this K inside the bracket is to replace this K by 1 P1 B1 to gamma and this K by P2 B2 to power gamma. So let me do this. 1 by gamma minus 1. So K I write down as P1 B1 to the power gamma by B1 gamma minus 1 minus K equals to P2 B2 to the power gamma by B2 to the power gamma minus what? 1. Okay. Now I take this B1 term in the what? Numerator. So I write down 1 by gamma minus 1. So P1 B1. Now this is gamma. Now you know B1 gamma minus 1. If I take in the numerator, it will be minus gamma plus 1. Sign of this power will change. And that I'll add with this. So minus gamma and minus 1 become plus 1. Minus P2 B2 to the power gamma already there in the numerator. So this B2 to the gamma minus 1. If I take in the numerator, gamma minus 1 become minus gamma plus 1. So that I'll add with this one. Minus gamma and plus 1. Now see, minus gamma plus gamma cancel out. Plus gamma minus gamma cancel out. Now see how much? 1 by gamma minus 1 with P1 B1 with power 1 means 1 only minus P2 B2 with power 1. So see the expression that we have derived for work done on the adiabatic expansion is given by W equals to 1 by gamma minus 1 bracket P1 B1 minus P2 B2. So yes, this is one of the important expression in which we can measure work done by the ideal gas under adiabatic expansion in terms of pressure and volume. But children, you know that in case of adiabatic expansion, the temperature also changes. If pressure changes from P1 to P2, when volume changes from B1 to B2, temperature will change from T1 to T2. Temperature can also change from T1 to T2. So how to eliminate this quantity now in terms of temperature? So for that I use ideal gas equation. And children, you know very well what is ideal gas equation. It is nothing but relation between P, B and T. And it's given by PB equals to nRT. And this ideal gas equation is for n mole of gas. N, small n is the number of moles. So if PB equals to nRT, then I write P1 B1 equals to nRT1. Similarly, P2 B2 is also equals to nR T2. Now what I do, now I eliminate this P1 B1 by this nRT1 and P2 B2 by nRT2. Okay. The relation is W, as you know, is equals to 1 by gamma minus 1 P1 B1 minus P2 B2. Okay, now I eliminate the expression 1 by gamma minus 1. Now what is P1 B1? Yes, nR T1 minus what is P2 B2? nR T2. Yes, now see what is common inside the bracket? nR. I write outside the bracket by gamma minus 1 with bracket T1 minus T2. So look at this expression again. This is also the expression that measure work done by an ideal gas under adiabatic expansion, but in terms of temperatures. But in terms of what? Temperature. So if this is true for n mole of gas, then if I take n equals to 1, n equals to 1 means for 1 mole of gas. Because the ideal gas can be of any number of moles. So if I take n equals to 1, that is for 1 mole of gas, then W can also written as R by gamma minus 1 T1 minus what? T2. So look at the expression. This is for 1 mole of gas, this is for n mole of ideal gas. Okay. Now, in the expression, okay, the work done of a gas, ideal gas, also depend upon the temperature, that is initial temperature and final temperature. But you know that if the work is done by the gas in adiabatic expansion, then that work done is positive. If the work is done by the gas, then this work done must be positive. And if this work done is positive, then T2 must be less than T1. T2 must be less than T1. That means when the temperature must has to decrease. When temperature decreases means the gas will be cooled. So children, remember this. Under adiabatic expansion, when work is done by the gas, then this work done must be positive. And this quantity positive only when T2 is less than T1, and T2 less than T1, final temperature less than initial temperature, means the gas is cooled. Okay, so when the gas is cooled under adiabatic expansion, the work is done by the gas when the temperature of the gas falls. Okay, so this is the detailed explanation of work done by ideal gas under adiabatic expansion. And children, we have some numerical to do under this relation. Okay, and we do with other topic in the next YouTube video.